Hello again, guys. I am back to show you guys more about heirlooms. This is the light blue gear that is for leveling, that scales with your level from level 1, that you can create from level 1. The way you do that again is pressing Shift P, then going to the heirlooms tab, and then right clicking the ones that you own. But in order to get some, you need to buy them. So the first place that they can be bought from is going to be right here at the entrance to Stormwind. I just flew in from the Griffin, but you can also walk to the front gates through here. So this first building on the left is going to be the Stormwind's Visitor Center. You'll see this big old lion sitting next to the entrance. This is also where you get your guild tabard, by the way. You talk to this lady, browse her goods, and it's the very first one, the guild tabard. This character is not in the guild yet, but this is just for tutorial purposes. And so yeah, 90 silver, it's pretty cheap. Buy one of those, right click it in your bag. So the reason why having a guild tabard is good is because you can show off which guild you're in. Our tabard is red and white, and that's cool with your transmog. But after doing some dungeons or questing, you'll gain what's called the guild reputation. And after building up your guild reputation, you'll start be able to benefit from different guild perks. One of them is that you'll be able to talk to this guild vendor and he'll have like heirloom necklaces, heirloom pants, and some other heirloom items. I believe he sells helmets too. But yeah, you have to gain reputation with the guild first and he'll have something to sell to you. But this is the first heirloom vendor that you'll see. The second one is going to be in Ironforge, and if you haven't been to Ironforge before, it's pretty simple. There, I don't believe there's a portal to use in the Mage District, but the old-fashioned way that many old classic WoW players will know of is by going to the Dwarven District, and there is a little entrance right here that takes you to the tram. The tram is an underground railway system that will take you to Ironforge. I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how to get there. If you have a mage, eventually the mages get a portal or teleport to Ironforge, so that's faster. There's nothing wrong with going the old school way. Once you go once the old school way, you'll never have to do it again. You could just collect the flight point over there. But yeah, I'm rocking the Scarlet Crusade drip. I really like these new shoulders they added. They put the Scarlet Crusade symbol in the shoulders. It goes really well. I don't know about the helmet. I think the helmet looks kind of dorky to be honest, but I left it on because it matches the shoulders. I might take it off though. Another thing I forgot to showcase while I wait for the tram here is that if you control click something, you can preview what an appearance would look like on you. So I control clicked it, control left click, and see how it's changing it appearance. So that's what you do if you want to check out what something would look like on you. Might go with like a red hood. Oh yeah, so the tram's here. I walked onto the tram. That's what it looks like. But yeah. Shift P, appearances tab. Just going through the different headpiece appearances. A little candle. Do that one. Go with that one. If you hold right click down, it lets you drag your character around. You can zoom in, of course. Yeah, that goes with even stuff that's in your bag. I don't have any armor pieces, but you can control click something. Also, for those who are in the guild, if you go to the Stormwind Guild Bank, I have some transmogs in there that you might be able to use. You just control click them and see what they look like. If you like them, you could just right click to take them, and then right click again when they're in your bag, and you'll be able to equip and collect that appearance. Okay, so now we're in Ironforge. You'll end up in some place looking like this. You're in Tinkertown right now, which is like the gnomes part of the city. What you'll want to do is take a right and go this way to the Hall of Explorers. And you'll want to come into this area here. Run past all these guys. And you want to talk to the Heirloom Curator here, Prom Stadon. He's your guy. So these first items he's selling are the upgrades to upgrade the level that your heirloom will scale to. It'll go level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. For both armors and weapons. And then there's also scouting maps that unlocks all the flight points in the different continents. I normally don't even bother buying those. But they're toys that you can add. Like, I believe it's a one-time purchase that it gets added to your toy box, and then you can use it for all your characters to discover all the flight points. So you can get anywhere with your character, no problem at all. It might be a good investment, but I've never bought it before, so. They have one for each expansion. But yeah, so he's selling shoulders. Let me go click on all really quick so he shows all the ones he's selling. Selling shoulders, there's cloth ones, leather, mail, plate. Then there's chest pieces. And then he does sell weapons. See, like I don't have this appearance yet. I can control click it and see what it looks like. Yeah. So you see, I've bought most of them already, but they're fairly cheap because golden retail, wow, it's not that hard to come by. It's pretty easy to save up for them and buy them at level 1 here. There's a shield right there. There's 2 shield options. There's an offhand. There's trinkets. You'll definitely want to pick up a trinket and a neck piece for sure, because you can use that for any character. So the most universal heirlooms you can buy. Neck pieces. And the difference between the neck pieces is that they have different substats on them. So this one has versatility and mastery, crit mastery, crit haste, crit mastery. But they all do the same thing in that if you use them, if you add them to your action bar, they give you back a little bit of health. So just from this guy, you can get trinkets, neck pieces, shields, weapons, chest piece, and shoulders. So that's already quite a bit. So I believe the cloaks and the helmets, those are cloaks, helmets, and pants. Those are sold by that guild vendor I showed you earlier. You just have to raise your reputation with the guild by doing quests and dungeons. And yeah, so that, I believe that covers pretty much all the heirlooms. Another way you can get heirlooms is by a currency called Marks of Honor. And let me show you those really quick, what those look like. Those are earned from doing Battlegrounds, which is the game's PvP, and by winning Battlegrounds, I should say. This is what they look like here. Mark of Honor. Exchange for legacy weapons and armor at player versus player vendors. And the vendor that you'll want to spend those at, if you want to use those to buy heirlooms, it's going to be over here in Old Town. In this building right here. This person sells honor heirlooms. So you spend your Mark of Honor here to buy the different heirlooms that are available. I think the only one worth buying from her is probably this one, the Insignia of the Alliance. Because if you use it, you remove all movement impairing effects, and effects which cause loss of your control of your character, like stuns, and it gives stamina, so it's good for tanking, as well as this one. But this one you can buy from Ironforge, so I don't really recommend using Marks of Honor to buy heirlooms, but if you want to save gold, you can do that. The better way to use those Marks of Honor is buying sets of armor, like cool looking armor sets that you can use for transmog. Because if you just save up 12, which isn't too bad to do, you can just right click, shift right click, or shift left click I should say, like an armor set, and you can preview the different sets that they have. You can even buy cool looking weapons that way. Shift left clicking to preview them. Let's see. I'm trying to find another vendor with an armor set here. Yeah, see, there's that one. All these guys have similar looking weapons.
Have a good one.
Legacy weapon.
Very well then.
Safe travels.
These are all the weapons that have like the Alliance symbol on it. Yeah, so you can spend your Marks of Honor that way, buying cool looking armor appearances, and all the vendors that say Gladiator on them,
Good day to you.
those are the ones that are going to sell like the full armor sets. Although the ones that are here aren't that good, but if you press Shift P and go to the appearances tab, you can type in Gladiator and see all the appearances that you can just straight up buy with Marks of Honor, and see it sorts them for you already. You can also go to the sets tab here, type in Gladiator to see which ones you can buy with that PvP currency. And so it'll be different for each class, of course. This one I don't believe you actually buy. That one you can also get from just questing. Yeah, all the rest of them you could totally just straight up buy it off a vendor for 12 Marks of Honor. And if you click this little tab here, you'll see like the different variants from that PvP season. This looks pretty cool to pick it up one day. Yeah. You can just click through, see which set you'd like. This is one I have that goes really well for the Scarlet Crusade transmogs I use. This is the one I'm using right now, actually. But all you have to do is just Google like where to get Dreadful Gladiator plate. Where's the Dreadful Gladiator vendor? And it'll tell you like which continent or which area of the world the vendor is at. I want to say Dreadful Gladiator is in Pandaria. It's along the wall over here. Great Wall. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, just a quick Google search and you'll be able to find where that vendor is. Spend your Marks of Honor. The cool thing about Marks of Honor is that you can send this between your characters, so you can save them up across all your characters, send it all to one character, and have that one character go out and buy an armor set. And yeah, that's how you can look pretty cool pretty quickly. But yeah, so I guess that's a little bonus part of this video is I showed you how to get heirlooms and how to get cool looking armor sets and weapons. So yeah, that'll be it for today. Oh wait, no, I didn't show you Darkmoon Fair. I forgot about that. Let me switch back to that other character. It's gonna be a longer video now that I remembered that. Oh, but I'm in Ironforge. That's right. Dang it. Okay. Oh, so I guess it's good that I'm still in Ironforge because I can show you how to get back to Stormwind from here. So you go back to the center of the Great Forge here to this blue symbol, the flight path. Flight point. And you'll notice he has a green exclamation point above him. Right click and it goes away and it says new location discovered. So you have that flight point now. You can click back and go to Stormwind. And there will be symbols for all the different flight points you've collected. By default, those humans will have the first two flight points from Goldshire and Stormwind. But yeah. Usually when I click a flight point, I'll just like AFK or look at my phone. So it does take a little bit to fly back and forth from flight points. But yeah, this area is like where gnomes and dwarves start out. But there's nothing stopping you from just coming into this area if you think this starting area is easier to level up in. You can just go to the tram as a human. Or any other race, really. Let's see, what can I talk about in the meantime? Okay, so right now we are flying to Darkmoon Fair. Sometimes there's NPCs in the main cities that are dressed as green wizards that you can talk to that they'll teleport you to the Darkmoon Fair entrance. I didn't see any in Ironforge as I was just walking through. Probably could have found one. But I know where they are in Stormwind, so I'm just flying to Stormwind for you guys. But yeah, so basically what I'm going to be showing you in the Darkmoon Fair is what I've sort of already posted about in Discord. But basically what we're going to do is going to be fishing for 100 blue fish in the waters around the Darkmoon Fair. And what you use the fish for is you use the fish to buy a treasure map from the fishing vendor. And that map, if you right click it, it will start a quest to go on a little treasure hunt, which really isn't that bad. I already posted a video of all the locations of the treasures. Once you find all the treasures, you get 100 Darkmoon Fair tickets. And 100 tickets is a lot of tickets. And so with 100 tickets, you can buy 2 heirlooms, 2 armor heirlooms, or you can buy 1 weapon heirloom. And just like, if you're totally unfamiliar with heirlooms, just having a weapon heirloom, like, makes you so much more powerful. It's crazy. Like, I think that was one of the first things I bought. It was like a huge game changer. Like, whoa, bro. So at the beginning of the game, they start you off with some like gray weapon item with no stats. It's hard to get upgrades. You don't get your first weapon upgrade until like way into questing. It's pretty sad.
Need a target.
And then just having an heirloom weapon, if you just upgrade that in itself, like you'll be set, I think. But it's also good to have the trinket ones and a necklace heirloom especially. Because you don't even get things for those slots for a while. So it's good to fill in as much slots as you can. There is a heirloom ring, but I personally don't even have those yet. You can get those from the Legion expansion by getting a scrapyard in your garrison. But I myself haven't even done that yet, so unfortunately I can't showcase that. But yeah, so every first week of the month, the Dark Moon Fair happens. It's usually the first Monday. You can see by clicking in the very top right of your screen to show the calendar. It shows you when the Dark Moon Fair happens. So every first week. So like this is next month. The first Monday or first Sunday. That's when it starts. Yeah. So you talk to the Dark Moon Fair Mystic Mage here in front of the auction house. Pick up the quest.
Farewell.
They give you 5 free tickets and an adventure guide, which also gives you like just having the adventure guide in your inventory.
Light bless you.
It'll give you like different drops in PvP and dungeons that you can turn in for more tickets. So you just tell them, take me to the fair staging area. They'll charge you 25 copper. If you don't want to pay that, you can just walk out of the city. And it's in Goldshire, like they're set up like right here. That's where they're going to teleport you to. So
King's honor, friend.
yeah, let's go ahead and do
Go
that.
with honor.
So you see, I'm just right here. Dark Moon Fair is in here. So this is gonna be one of the more tedious ways to get heirlooms, but it's also the most gold efficient way to get heirlooms because you don't have to spend any gold. Unless you want to, because you can always buy the blue fish you're going to be fishing up from the auction house to save a bunch of time. Yeah, I'm going to be showing you a full walkthrough of what I do at the Dark Moon Fair to get heirlooms. Wow, they have a bunch of fireworks. I feel like I've never seen this before. This is new that they added fireworks. Maybe I never paid much attention. It's definitely gotta be new. I think that roller coaster is new too. That wasn't always there. But yeah, just make your way into the fair here. Immediately, you're gonna want to pick up a few quests. Like, you're gonna want to turn this one in
Have a good one.
to get your five
Keep it real.
tickets and your adventure guide.
Good.
Let's see, it's in your inventory now. So you can find Dark Moon artifacts in dungeons, raids, and battlegrounds, it says. Next thing you want to do is talk to this person.
Well met.
So just killing 250 enemies will give you a grizzly trophy,
Safe travels.
and you can turn that one in for even more tickets. That gives you 10 Dark Moon prize tickets. We already have 5. I'm just picking up the beginning quest. So that'll give us 15. And then this is where you're going to want to buy the heirlooms from. Heirloom prizes right here.
Has a price.
So this guy sells chest pieces, shoulder pieces, weapons, shield, trinkets, offhand. Yeah, so all of these can be bought, and you'll notice that like some of them are 50, some of them cost 70. The dagger costs 50. So like just with 100 tickets you could get like a shoulder piece and a dagger, or a shoulder piece and a chest piece. Or you could just buy one weapon. Yeah.
Farewell.
So basically you can only do the 100 ticket quest once per character. So if you really wanted to grind it out and get all those heirlooms for free, you could do it across 11 characters 11 times. And depending on how cheap they are on the auction house, it might be easier to just buy 100 of these blue fish that they want you to fish for. But if you want to do it like the absolutely free way, you can just buy fishing here. Train yourself in fishing. You don't have to learn all these other ones.
What do you
Once you fish up 100 of these Dark Moon Dagger Maws here, you can use it to buy what's on the second page here, a Faded Treasure Map. That's the quest we're going to be
will
doing.
have justice.
And you can even do this from a level 1 character, but if you already have riding at level 10, it makes it a lot easier. But if you don't have riding, or even if you do, the fastest mount to take you around the island is going to be this guy right here. You just walk into it, gives you a map. And using your keys, your 1 and 2 keys, you can either engage rocket boosters or a giant leap to get around the island quicker. The only thing is you have to actually walk back here and physically walk through that mount circle to get it again. But yeah, basically what you're going to be looking for. Do they still require you to have a fishing pole? Let me see. To get out of this machine, you can also just right click the icon on the top right. It'll take you off. If you press K, it'll bring you to your profession screen. And you just shift left click the fishing ability to your action bar. And that's what lets you fish. And it looks like you don't have to have a fishing pole to fish anymore. So yeah, once the bobber goes down, you right click it, and look, I already caught one. So you could just stand in one place and start fishing. But the best way to do this is just to grab one of these, press 1, start rocket boosting everywhere until you find a fishing circle here. So this pile of debris, this is what you're going to be looking for around the island. So you right click to get out the mount, press your fishing icon, and try to get the bobber in the center of that fishing circle. Just wait for it to bob down. And fishing from these will guarantee that you get fish, but you see it actually gave me 5 from that one cast. And it also gave me a sealed Dark Moon crate. If you right click these crates, they have useful potions, beer, and food. And with the beer and food, you don't even have to use, you could just sell those. But the fire water it gives you lets you gather resources more quickly if you're leveling the profession. I don't know if it affects fishing or not. But yeah, see, it just gave me 5 more fish. So already we have 11. And we only need to fish up 100. I definitely recommend doing this at least at level 10, but you don't have to. Just so you can mount up and walk around. But yeah, that's all you have to do. Just keep looking for more of these, and these spawn all the way around the island. It's a little harder to get past on this side of the island, just because it's blocked by a bunch of mountains. But you can always just swim around, no problem. Oh look, that one didn't despawn. These usually despawn after the first time fishing from them, but sometimes you get lucky and you can fish from them more than once. Yeah, so imagine doing this across 11 characters. I totally did that to get my first Heirlooms. Just because, one, I didn't have money, and it was kind of rough. For beginner rookie, and I wasn't really enjoying the game either, because I did like doing PvP quite a bit. And I was doing PvP without heirlooms, and I was just getting bodied. It's sad. I mean, I held my own sometimes, but you could totally tell there was a gear difference. Sometimes gear won't matter, it's more about skill and knowledge of the game. But good gear definitely helps. Okay, and then sometimes these things will spawn around the little islands up to the side, like these. You can also put this fishing thing in a keybind so you don't have to keep clicking it. And if you don't have any room on your keybind bar, you can also press this little scroll down button right here off to the left to go down to a second alternate keybind bar. Just put that in the one slot. Sometimes there'll be another one that spawns behind here, but not right now. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep writing around. So just in the few minutes that I've been doing this, I already have 31 fish, so it's like a third of the way that I need for the treasure map. But yeah, I have no problem doing this even though I don't need to do this anymore. So I can always gift the blue fish to other guildies that need it. So they don't have to pay for some of their heirlooms. And also it's just like a big investment for me because it's always been my dream to make a successful WoW guild and just have people to play with, you know? Okay, so I don't see more. There could be one on the opposite side of these rocks, but I'm too lazy to swim across the water. If you happen to have this mount, the Wondrous Wave Whisker, you get it for paying a 6 months subscription. I like paying the 6 month subscription because they give you just like random junk like that. Like, oh, here's a map just for paying your subscription. Some of them are like super cool. This one in particular because it's not only a ground mount, a flying mount, but it's also a swimming mount all in one. This is probably like the best mount they've ever gifted. It also increases your swim speed, which is super cool. So I love that one. I don't know if it's still obtainable. They'll probably put it in the shop at some point. But yeah, if you want to go to the shop, it's the second option when you press escape. You can go to mounts. Oh look, it is in the shop. I would definitely recommend getting that one. It's super useful. I haven't seen this one yet. What in the world? Thing looks crazy. Yeah, there's a bunch of mounts that look super cool that you can buy from here. It costs real money, of course. Wild token gets you quite a bit of gold there. You can buy pets, transmogs. I've bought that one. Okay. Let's keep going. There's also a mount you can get just from fishing in these waters too. It's called the sea turtle. That one you can ride from level 1 and it increases swim speed. I usually also put it off to the side because it is kind of useful. But I have a more useful mount now, so I don't need it too often. Yeah, so here we go, here's another one. 44 already. And you'll want quite a bit of inventory space because these crates are going to be filling up your inventory pretty quickly. But you don't have to open them until you're done fishing. They do give you some nice money. You literally just sell everything you get from there, but some of the potions they give you are actually really nice. Oh, there you go. Okay, there's another one up there. And again, you don't really have to come to this side of the island. It's kind of more difficult to get around. You could just stick to this whole side of the island and keep running back and forth looking for crates. But I choose to go around the whole island. So we got 51, we're already halfway. Hopefully I can get this done pretty quickly because I don't want to make the video too long. And also I want to showcase that it doesn't take too long to do this. So hopefully I don't take too long doing it. So there is usually one that spawns right in front of this raft here. It's not there right now. Sometimes there's some on the other side of these rocks. I guess I can check it out really quick. Oh, look, there is one. See? Right now my swim speed isn't so great, so I'm still level 10. Another thing you can do if you don't want to just keep doing back-to-back fishing is if you're at least level 10, you can press I and queue yourself for some dungeons. You just have to select your role that you're going to be playing. You can select the green flag if you know what you're doing. You can tell people about dungeon mechanics and whatnot. If you're an experienced player, that's when you would check the green flag. And then by default, you can only do Battle for Azeroth dungeons. I personally don't like doing those. While they do give you good XP on completion and you can still get good loot from them, they also don't give you reward satchels like other expansions do. And reward satchels, they'll give you like bracers, cloaks, and waist pieces, which is all what you would need if you're running Heirlooms. You don't really need all the other loot drops. You need bracers, gloves, waist, and feet, and rings too, especially. Those are all things that can drop from bonus satchels. So what you would have to do then to change the expansion that you dungeon in is you would have to go to Stormwind, talk to Chromie, and change the timeline that you're in. If you're used to classic WoW dungeons, you would time walk. That's what it's officially called, time walking. You would time walk into Cataclysm dungeons, and you'll have the option to either do Cataclysm dungeons or classic dungeons. Classic dungeons, I think, are the easiest. But I don't know, that's just kind of what I grew up on. You can also do Mists of Pandaria. Those dungeons are pretty easy. Lich King dungeons, some of them are bigger, more complicated, but you can also do those. Don't see any crates over there. Legion dungeons are good too. Pretty simple. Legion is an expansion I definitely recommend everyone to play. Legion has they have a lot of good quests. And they have class-specific quest lines too. So, like whether you play warrior, paladin, hunter, whatever class you play, they're gonna have a class-specific quest line. They'll even have like a class-specific main hub that you stay at while you're questing. I don't know about this one. Can I even... I think I'm gonna have to like climb up here or something to get it. This one's kind of tricky. But yeah, I definitely recommend Legion expansion. Oh my goodness, how am I supposed to get that one? Oh, okay. Maybe if I swim up here, climb up here. Yeah, there we go. Can I make it though? Nah, there's no way, bro. I'm just gonna ignore that one then. You might be able to hop up there with the rocket leap, that fair amount. But I'm too lazy to go get that. Maybe I'll go get it right now once I get the map. But let's see, check on our progress. We're at 61. So yeah, if you want to stand in place and just fish in open water, you can totally do that. But I find doing the crates is way faster. Or at least it's easier on my mind. Let's try to get that other one. Another cool thing is if you use the rocket boosters, it lets you run on water. Okay, so let's just hop up into this ledge here. Okay, exit our vehicle. There we go. Sweet, let's just fish twice. Like I said, if you don't really have too much patience and you just want to get this done already, you can also buy the remaining fish that you need from the auction house. But even if you do this completely legitly, it doesn't really even take that long. And it's nice to have something to idly do while you're waiting for your dungeon queue, or you can queue for PvP even. Random battlegrounds. If you win, you get a crate of battlefield goods. That's the crates that you get marks of honor from, so you can buy cooler looking armor and weapons. And potentially more heirlooms if you want to use them to buy heirlooms as well. So yeah, this is what I recommend any new player to start doing. Looks like another crate. And also just like the different games that you can play here in the fair, they're pretty cool, I think. This is just one of the things that you can do here. We also have purple crabs here, in case you're a hunter and you want a cool pet. These are pretty cool. Okay, so we are at 75 fish. Not too bad. This could potentially get us to 80 right now. Okay, yep, 80 fish. We just need 20 more. So really, you only have to, potentially you only have to find 50 of those crates. No, that's not even accurate. So what's 100 divided by 5? I feel like I should know this. 20. Yeah, you only have to find 20 of these, potentially. At least 20. So that's really not so bad. 20 times 11, more like it, because you have to do this 11 separate times on different characters. You could also just fish up 1,100 fish on one character and then send the extra fish to other characters. I do have some extra blue fish from when I have done that, just so I can send extra fish to some guild mates. I held an event some time ago where I just sent out a bunch of those fish with some gold so people can buy heirlooms. I do have some left over from that event, so if anybody watching this video wants to skip the whole fishing fiasco, you could just hit me up and see if I have any extra at that point, and I could send some to you. A little reward for those who have stuck out in watching this video. Let's see, we're at 90 fish right now. Dang it, that one only gave us 2. I'm gonna go back this way just to show you it's not too bad if you just stick to the shore. Because those things tend to respawn pretty well. The crates. It's better to do this on a character with a faster mount speed, but it's still totally possible at level 10. Another cool thing about heirlooms is that they're XP boosting gear. So the more heirlooms you have, there's a set bonus that gives you more rested experience boost, experience boost, like a flat experience boost. And then every time you level up, you like do this like nova of damage. It's pretty good. So yeah, it makes leveling a lot faster. And then as you play the game, you'll want to check out like the top right area of your buffs and stuff, because sometimes there's ongoing events. Like right now it's the sign of the Scourge, so there's a bonus event where time walking in the Lich King area or dungeons, there's a 50% combat and quests XP gain and reputation gain. I think it's just for reputation, actually. Yeah, just for reputation. Sometimes they have like PvP events, like Sign of the Brawler or something. And get more rewards from PvP, more honor and stuff. And use this map to get around quicker. So there was none on the shore, as you saw. That's okay. So we'll just go to the other side of the mountain here with our map. I haven't been to this side of the island yet. sometimes there will be some around these rocks. And I'm almost done, guys. I have 92 fish. Where are these things at, bro? There we go. So these machines are actually used for races. And like all the games that you can play on the island, they also give you Darkmoon tickets. And the Darkmoon Fair happens once a month, so for a week, over once a month. So technically you could just save up tickets that way on one character to keep buying heirlooms. And like some of the quests you get from getting certain items in dungeons and battlegrounds, though, like turning those quests in will give you like 5 or 10 tickets each. And then you also get some tickets from completing profession specific quests. Gives you not only gives you like profession XP, but it also gives you tickets as well. Even if you don't need heirlooms, or you've already finished getting them, it's still fun to come to the Darkmoon Fair. And there's also an XP boosting hat that you can get. It's called like the Darkmoon Top Hat or something. If you wear that, it lasts for like an hour. It gives you a 10% XP and reputation boost. So a lot of people usually get that at least. Looks like this might be the last one we need, potentially. Ooh, it gave us 5. We'll just... So we have 100 fish now, but I'll just go ahead and fish from this again. Come on, man. So 102 fish. I wonder how long that actually took me. It's been less than an hour, for sure. Like, the video at this point is 53 minutes long. But I haven't even spent 53 minutes here. So, I'm thinking it was like 30 minutes. Could be wrong. But that's not so bad, right? Like 30 minutes. Like I said, you don't even have to be doing this constantly. You can queue for dungeons if you want. Or PvP. If you're not a tank or a healer, like those queues are usually like at least 8 minutes long. But yeah, now I'm headed back to the fishing vendor to show you guys what to do after that. And the YouTube video I posted in Discord already goes over where the treasure locations are, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. And another thing you can spend these Darkmoon Fair tickets on are replica armor pieces. So there's some classic armor sets that they sell replicas of that you can still buy to use their appearance. And some of them look pretty cool. Some of them are different color variants of the heirloom armor pieces that you have. Some of them are their own thing and they're like pretty decent looking. So that's probably what I'll spend my tickets on. And again, I do have extra of these, so that's not an issue. If I use them on myself real quick. Okay, so you want to ride back to this fishing vendor here. To the
I
fishing
have little
prices
time,
person.
perhaps.
Buy the faded treasure map.
Keep your wits about you.
Click on this quest discovered box here. And then accept the quest. So then you'll see first clue found. Your first clue. Let's see. Does it give you a hint to where it is? Your very first clue to send you on this caper, you will find printed on the back of this paper. Wait. Oh yeah, so you right click your quest item here, get a treasure map. It gives you the first clue. The next clue can be found is on a home you can take out of town, which is this raft here. And it's going to be in this bag inside the tent. So that's your first one. Your second one, it'll give you a note with a hint of where the next one is. To find the spot where your hint hides, go to the place where 4 cats ride. So it's telling you to go to the little sand pit where the rideable seesaw things are. Those are like right over here. Towards the beginning of the fair. I ride through the fair. Let's see. It'll be by this sandbox tiger right here. A little sand mound. Let's look at our third hint. Look for your next hint next to a fellow that was negligent. So this next one is going to be by where all the animals are. And as you ride through the fair, any quest NPC with the blue quest mark, just playing their game, they'll give you a prize ticket. So that's another way of earning tickets. And you'll find a hint by this here, Careless Carney. He's in Crystal's animal pen here. Okay, so the next one, let's see what it says. Penitent man, the smaller of two if you can. So that one, it's not really obvious where to find it, but that one is going to be at the very entrance of the fair. So you can either ride all the way back up to the entrance, or at the dock over here. It also takes you back to the entrance. So you can do that as well. So the portal back here, gonna take you back to the fair entrance. So all you have to do is just walk back in. So this is where the next clue is found here. It's gonna be at one of these banners. I believe it's this one. The one with the guy who looks like he's praying. I think it's like no, I guess not. Okay, so we must have to keep going. It's behind one of these banners, I know that. It's right behind the banners. This one is that one. Can't be the beer woman. It's like right behind one of these banners. Is it this one? No. Wait, not gone far in it. Yeah, I haven't gone further in, could have sworn it was that banner though. Maybe it is further in. No way, bro. It's the last one. To find the next, don't follow the signs, just listen to the very next rhyme. So, it's not the signs. Maybe it's not along the pathway? I know it's behind one of these paper things, bro. This one was right here. Maybe it's just like hard to see. Ah, yes, it is behind this one. It's just hard to see like where the mound is. So I just saw the tooltip pop up for it. Where are you? Aha! It's like right by the pool. Yeah, see, right here. In front of this picture of the guy praying. I'm not sure where I am on the map. This little dirt mound right here. That's where you find the last clue. Final one. You seek a sail, not white or black. It must be the color of Silas's hat. And Silas is this little gnome that's walking the grounds with his ogre bodyguard over there. But you're trying to find the purple flag, which if you've been walking around the island along the shore, you'll already know what it's talking about. But it's sort of like, I think in off around these islands or around this island, there's a sailboat with a purple mast or a purple flag on it. And that's where you're gonna find the treasure chest at. So I'm just gonna ride over there. So we are almost done with this, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the full walkthrough of doing this. The YouTube video does time skip a bit in doing these, I believe. But this is a full walkthrough. You guys haven't missed anything that I've done. You know exactly where to go now to get it. And also how long it typically takes to do this on one character. Let's see. Okay, it is that far off island. It's this island here. You'll see like a crashed boat over there. Yeah, there it is. Behind this rock. It would have probably been faster if I grabbed that race mount. Yeah, I'm doing this on the probably like the slowest mount speed. So again, if you have a faster mount, or because you're a higher level already, this is gonna go by even quicker. So the treasure chest you'll see is underwater right here. Just right click it, starts another quest, complete quest, and you get Silas's secret stash. Now, if you open it, you'll see it gives you 100 Dark Moon prize tickets, as well as some potions that you also get from these crates here. The tickets is what we care about. You can see how many tickets you have by going to your character pane by pressing C. clicking currency. You see I have 25, or, oh, I'm sorry, 105 prize tickets. It's a brand new character, level 10, 105 prize tickets. So, and like I said, there's drops that you get from dungeons, which you'd be doing anyways to level up. That give you like 5 tickets each. So it's really not too bad to save up tickets. And like I said, the heirloom prices are like 50 tickets each. Some are 70, some are 75. But it's totally worth it, because otherwise you would have to spend like 700 gold just to buy one heirloom. So you do technically save money. But it definitely, like, if you already had the money, it definitely is faster to just buy these heirlooms. But I believe the heirloom vendor also sold like the level 1 upgrade for heirlooms, so that they scale to a higher level for you. So you could use the tickets for that purpose as well. Just like, if you don't have the money though, this is like the best option to get heirlooms. So yeah, that's the heirloom prices guy. You have 100 tickets, so you can spend it on like a chest piece and shoulders, and boom, you already have like a huge advantage over someone who doesn't have heirlooms. So yeah,
Remember the sun.
do that. But me personally, since I already had those heirlooms, I am going to buy one of the like prizes here. That might look cool. I don't think I have those light forged boulders yet. No, I don't.
Very good.
What can I get
I
for
can
you
also talk to
today?
this person too. She sells a different set of armor. I don't have those purple shoulders. Ooh, the purple headpiece. Do I want that though? Maybe. Costs a lot of tokens, I mean tickets though. Yeah. What about the pants? Maybe those pants look cool.
See you soon.
Hey. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get the pants. Maybe? What do the gloves look like? Those look better than my current gloves, I think. It's a big maybe. The bracers. What about the belt? Hey, that belt looks good. If I want a more minimalist belt, could do that. Buy the belt then. Oh, I have to be level 22 to buy it. That's dumb. I guess I'll buy it later when I further level up this character, but yeah. At the end, you can also just open up all your crates. You'll see it has money and potion. And I'm not entirely sure if the amount of money you get scales with what level you are, but it's definitely possible. Some of these food items you might not even be able to use because there's like a level requirement on some of them. But the potions you can definitely use. And they're actually really good. They last for a full hour. Oh, this one lasts 7 days. And I believe they persist through death, I'm not sure. So even if you die, they'll still have an effect on you. Some of them do fun things like reduce or increase your size too. Yeah, I just made some money from opening all those crates, and you can just sell all of this stuff
Do
too.
not loiter.
I'm just gonna sell all the beer and food items I got. You don't really need them. Oh wait, what? Where the fish head? I must have fished that up without realizing.
We
Let's see
will
what that
have
does.
justice.
Oh, that's sick, bro. I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, guys, so yeah, that another thing I should show you is how to buy tokens for the games that you can play. You can come to one of these rocket-shaped huts. You can either buy different size of token packs. It tells you how many tokens come with each. Once you buy tokens, you can play the games. That's another way to earn tickets. But yeah, guys, I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, this complete full walkthrough on how to get heirlooms in this game to increase your gaming experience. Feel more confident in dungeons and PvP, starting from level 1 all the way to level 60. So, thanks, guys. Thanks for being a part of the guild. And yeah, see you later.